Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today taking a look at WRC 9. Now, I quite liked the previous WRC game. They've been gradually getting better and better, and I have to say I'm quite impressed with this one so far. We're starting off actually with a little bit of a look at the career mode, if you will. Now, it's not just a case of simply do some races. You do have to manage your team. You have a calendar of events that you've got to try to keep track of. So we're going to Rally Sweden as of next. We can choose what we do. You can do training. You get a little bit of money. You'll increase the form of your team. You can do a historical race, or you can do an extreme conditions race. But you've got a busted car and horrific weather. You've got to try and run the car through the course. It's quite good fun. These are little sort of side distractions between the actual rallies, which is good. We can have a go with a historic. We'll go with the extremes. We're not going to get to that today. However, yeah, you've got a calendar, you kind of plan out all of this. You've got R&D, you unlock, as you do rallies, you get points that you can then put into improving your car. So you can get faster cars, you can get more reliable cars, it'll survive more bumps along the way. You can improve your crew members, which we'll get to in a second, and you can improve your crew members' performance. So they'll gain more XP, they'll gain more morale or lose morale slower, and all of that sort of thing. Happier the team, the better everything's going to perform, so you want to be keeping all of that up. The crew management we've got over here, I see that there's the bar at the top of their names. That's kind of their energy, I think it's called. I can't remember exactly. But you've got to balance this. So you want a good selection of mechanics that you can swap around depending on, I'll say what's happening. But yeah, you want to be swapping around people to keep the sort of inform and all of that. So there's a management aspect to all of this, which is called you get emails, all of this sort of fun stuff. You'll be given various objectives and so on and so forth. So yeah, you've got to do a little bit of team management in all of this, which I quite like. You've got to do some kind of car management as well. I'm very pleased to see that there's now options to adjust difficulty as you're going through the career mode. I think in the previous one, you set the difficulty and that was it. And I set the difficulty of this way too easy by accident, really, for the first one. New to the game and didn't know when I set this up. So the 120, I think, is about where I'm at. I like to have the damage on realistic and perma crash turned on. So this means there is no restarting. Once you've started a race, that's it. You either retire or you finish. If you bin it, you bin it. Makes for an entertainment. Makes the rallies a little bit more sketchy. Just a smidge bit more on the terrifying side. Because yeah, there's no margin. I mean, there's no margin for error in general in rallies. But when you can't restart at all, it's tough. So we're into the rallies. Things to manage. You've got car setup. Not the most detailed car setup. Oh, wait, hold on. Ignore me. There is an advanced option. If you want to go with big detail, you absolutely can. I don't really bother. I'm not good enough to bother with car setup, particularly. Tyre selection is also an important one. Now, admittedly, for the rally we're doing here, we're on snow, so it doesn't actually matter. But there are different compound tyres that you have to deal with. So, for example, the soft tyre is going to be faster, but it does wear out. So if you're doing a couple of long stages before a service halt, you run soft tyres, you might actually burn through your tyres completely. Here we've got fairly short stages. I'd say actually 8 kilometres to start with. It's relatively not going to worry about with these tyres, basically. But the second stage is quite short here. So I guess we go and start the start the day. This is the stage. Sweden is a nasty one for us to go and start with the video on. I'm not very good at Sweden. New Zealand, I like. I'm quite good at New Zealand. Monte Carlo, I wasn't too terrible at. Here, I'm not filled with confidence. We're going to give it our best shot. Now, with the career mode, you can choose to start with a junior WRC car, so these are like your Fiesta, like front-wheel drive Fiestas and so on. I opted to go straight into the WRC 2/3 cars. I figured I'd have a go with these a little bit more. It's entirely up to you what you want to go for. I wanted to go for something a little bit quicker to begin with. That's why I've gone for this. I'm driving the Citroen, because why not? Basically, we'll go for a big old jump across there. So, the game. How does it drive? Outside of the quite interesting sort of career mode structure, how does the game drive? It's actually a good physics model. Now, I am driving this on a controller. There will be those, inevitably, that are going to be shouting, saying I'm going to be playing on a wheel. I haven't actually driven this on a wheel. It works pretty damn well on a controller, I have to say. I like driving on this. It's a little different, perhaps. It does, well, I don't know, with like any racing game, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it drives nicely, it's nice and consistent, it's quite easy to pick up, it's quite easy to get the hang of this one. and it's fun to drive the cars. At the end of the day, that's what matters. Realism, I'm not sure on. I've never driven a rally car, so I'm never going to be able to give you an actual how realistic is it. And honestly, I don't care that much. Are the vehicles fun to drive? Yes. Is it rewarding to drive these things quick? Yes. Is it a little bit of a challenge to drive them quick? Yeah. Put that all together, it's a decent handling model. They do move around quite. I think they move around quite like they're rally cars that have soft suspensions. Though. Yeah, it's a nice game to drive vehicles in, and I don't feel like I have to have a wheel to play this one. You can drive pretty damn well with a controller. High speeds are always scary in rally cars. I'm not the best rally driver that there is, really. I can do Dirt 2 Rallycross very well, but the actual rally side, I've never been the best when it comes to rally. I enjoy rally, it's fantastic, but I'm not the very best at this sort of thing. But yeah, I feel comfortable very quickly with this handling model, and as I said, yeah, playing on a controller, it is perfectly fine. Is more than good enough. You know, I've played a fair few sims and so on that you try and get on a controller is horrible. But no, not on this. I feel perfectly at home driving vehicles around. Rallies, the actual stages themselves. I have to say this is actually a very pretty stage. We've got lovely sunrise, I think, going on here as we're blasting through the snow. This isn't actually as narrow as I was fearing it might be. This has got some really, we'll have a look at some of them in a minute as well. This has got some seriously nasty stages, and I like that about it. I want a rally game, you know, that's got some crazy challenges, maybe challenges you've not necessarily dealt with before or dealt with very often. I mean, this is actually quite kind in some ways. It might just be that this stage itself is quite kind for Sweden. I was expecting very narrow snowbanks either side. We've actually got a little bit of margin for error here. And there are faster rallies. New Zealand, I love New Zealand in this game. Really like New Zealand. And that's fast, quite wide actually. You can, oh dear, no, typical, I've been saying about liking it, and we've ended up in the snowbank, just a smidge. We can recover from this. But yeah, I like New Zealand. Kenya's quite an interesting rally. It's quite a different rally. Certainly some of the stages I've done there, really wide open and so on. It makes for an interesting kind of a challenge. And then you go to somewhere like Japan that's got some insanely narrow bits. There's some, I think it was Germany I drove, that's got some ridiculously narrow little wiggly roads. Monte Carlo's got a section that is barely a car width wide on one of the stages that I drove. I like having all of these different challenges, all of these different bits put together. Oh, let's just get that slowed down for there. Yeah, all of this variety. And the stages themselves do look pretty damn good, I have to say. Oh, let's get down. Not just, I mean, I'm always partial to a nice snowy rally stage. Snowy rally stage, it's sunset or sunrise, whichever one it is. It's always going to be, you know, extra pretty to look at. But you know, some of the Japanese stages are really, really quite pretty. And yeah, I've enjoyed all the stuff that I've driven, basically. All the stages that I've tackled have been good fun. They've all had their own sort of challenges, if you like. Ooh, where are we going up here? Oh, getting slowed down. I just don't trust chucking the car around. Maybe up the difficulty a little bit on this as well. It's a kind of a fiddling around with the difficulty until you get somewhere that's kind of vaguely right. I'm sure I'll get faster, you know, the more I play the game and whatnot. Oh god. I'm also, you know, when you've got sort of perma crash on, it does make you think a little, which is why I do it, which is why I put it on. It does make you think that a little bit more. It's like I want to be brave down here, but I also know I've got to this point in the stage, I'm leading the way. Oh, don't get a big wobble through the corners on the bumps, you know, don't bin the car, because it's going to be game over. You know, as it would be an actual rally and everything. Oh god, I mean, these corners, I'm not doing this section very well. I like slow stop-start rallies. That's good. That's good for me. We'll go for slow stop-start rallies, please. I don't feel like that was a very good final sector. I feel like I should have and could have been a lot quicker than that. Yeah, we lost some time, I think, on that. Not actually sure. We're 8 seconds clear. Maybe we gained some time on that fight. It was a bit sketchy. I was a bit terrified, basically, through all of that. Now we go to the super special stage. These are always good fun. Can't go wrong with a good super special stage. I'm presuming we're actually racing against another car. Looks like we are. More glorious sunset. Have we got... No, okay, it's just a timed one. Oh, I was hoping to be racing against... Oh, no, we are racing against someone. Cool. Never mind. We'll see if we can win around here. As you can see on the bottom left-hand corner, we have got a... I guess like car status, say health bar, but not quite. We've got other car status. It'll tell us the wear and tear on the vehicle. And now I don't think that there are just like say like random mechanical faults, but I don't think you're going to be driving along on the car suddenly start losing gears or so on. However, you can damage the vehicle, not just from smacking walls and rocks and all of that kind of thing. I've had engine damage from over-revving the car and all of that sort of thing. So you're going to have to be a little bit careful. And when you stick it on realistic damage, it doesn't take too much. Now, we actually have had quite a good time on this. I haven't made too many mistakes, so the car's in decent nick. But it doesn't take too much to start affecting the car quite heavily in terms of the damage. Like one clonk can do a fair old whack, and you'll feel like the steering pulling, the brakes having issues, and all of that kind of thing. And this is significant, not only, of course, for that particular stage that you're on, but you will need to repair the car at the service halts, which we'll get to in a second. For this rally, I've actually had a good time, so we're not gonna, we're not really gonna be. Not really got much damage to repair. Oh god, now the sunset was pretty. Now I can't really see where I'm going though. Oh, slow down for this. There we go. That's fine. We make it. But yeah, you get a time limit at the repair halt, and it's pretty damn strict, shall we say, on this. Even I say minor damage, but even what I thought was not particularly major damage couldn't even get close to repairing everything at a repair halt. So you're going to have to prioritise. Again, I like that. Throw in the challenge. Make it a little bit tough. Now, as time goes on, as you improve your crew, stuff will get repaired faster and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I like the challenge. I want that sort of that level of challenge going on. We're apparently quite quick around here, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. Jesus, we were absolutely flying around that stage. Maybe we do need more difficulty on this. But yeah, there we go. So we'll go to repair halt. I'll show you that one quickly. Here we go. Come on. Right, so we got through day one, if you like, relatively easy. Don't spend more than 16,000 on repairs. I think we're going to make that. Okay, so we have broken, let's say, we've done a little bit of damage. So this is sort of stuff that's just going to happen naturally as time goes on. We can change the headlights. And we can just auto this if you want. Can we repair? I can probably get most of this fixed up. But you see here, so this was a damn near perfect run, but this was about as close as I can get in many ways to a good run there. And you know, we've already taken up a good chunk of the time. Let's stick some new brakes on it. We can't change this. I'll leave the suspension as it is. I'd rather have brakes. I'd rather have working brakes than suspension. But you get the idea of this. I said, that's a really good run. Yeah, we did a little bit of engine damage, just sort of wear and tear on the engine and turbos and all of that sort of thing. And that's still using up a good chunk of your time. So you've got to be very careful with that. Oh, wait, no. Can I just... how do I just accept? Oh, confirm repairs. A big button that says confirm. Yes, that's the one you want. And then we go into the next stages are there. Let's quick look at the career mode. Pretty damn cool. I like the way this works. I like the way it pans out. I like all the management aspects and all the different challenges it's going to throw your way. And I like, you know, as you're going through the calendar, you get the special events and so on. It's a good way of breaking up just doing rallies. It's good. I have to say, it is good. And as I said, again, the vehicles are fun to drive. The vehicles are really nice to drive. What I'm going to go do now is we're going to go and jump into some quick play. We'll just pick whatever we want. And there are sort of challenges here that you can try and go through. So beat the times with various cars, and I presume various conditions and so on. Again, if you want stuff to do, there's plenty of that. There's plenty of that sort of stuff to do. You can, if you don't want to do the career mode where you're managing all the crew and all of that aspect, you can do season, which basically takes out that part of the game, and it's just then it is just rally, if that is what you are after. We're going to jump into the quick play now. So these are the rallies that we have: Monte Carlo, Sweden, Mexico, all of the ones currently going on this year. I believe there are some more coming as well to the game. It's a good selection of rallies. As far as, I say, criticisms go with this one, there isn't a huge amount of stages per rally. Now, if we go to Italy, I don't actually have driven Italy yet. Sure, let's go to a rally I've never driven and we'll play around with here. You get 4 stages. I say you get 4 stages. I'm pretty sure that one is a combination of I think actually that might be a combination of these two put together. It does look like it might be. I'm trying to spot where bits intersect. Possibly. It might not quite. It might be a combination of those two put together and some bit extra ones. And then everything has a special stage of some description going on. So it might be a circuit. I think there's a couple that have a different sort. I can't remember where. Oh, bloody hell, that's a long old stage there if you want to go for that one. And New Zealand doesn't have a special stage. Oh, there we go. So, like, Turkey has... I really like these. These are really cool. You know what? Screw it. We're going to go here. There's some fun stuff. I just maybe... a few more stages per area would be kind of nice. As it is, yeah, it's not a huge amount of rallies. Okay, it looks more impressive because you've got a reverse one. And sure, you know, driving a circuit in reverse is a little bit different, but still, it's not the biggest ever selection. Let's go. You know, I'm going to stick with the WRC 2 car, just because I know what I'm doing with this one. These stages are really cool. I like having these in here. I mean, the actual, like, I call them Racer Champions circuits. I don't know what to call, like a special stage. Whatever to call those cars racing either side and they swap over. They're neat and everything, but this is kind of good fun. As it's just, again, it's something a little bit different that you don't necessarily see all that much of. I have no idea where I'm going here. I presume I'm going to go around this. Do I go down here? I'm guessing it. This is a wonderful idea. Oh, wonderful idea. Just guesswork it. No. Again, these stages, they happen in the rallying. It is. Oh, we're donutting around here. Oh, come on, car. Maybe second gear wasn't what I wanted around here. I'm not got the donut sorted here. Definitely not got the donut sorted. Right, we're going back down here. We're going back across the jump. Are we donutting again? Yep. Okay, we're donutting again, and I presume we shoot off into the other direction. Oh, come on, Citroen. I'm just going to guesswork it now. No. Oh, did we not go around it enough? Oh, maybe I didn't complete it or something. Okay, you might need a little bit of practice to figure this one out. Is that right? Where are we going? Where do we go, game? You've not really told me what way I'm heading at the moment. This way again? Oh no, this way? Okay, that's where we're supposed to go. That's where we're supposed to go. Okay, I don't know how I'm supposed to... I mean, I guess they might have told me in the pace notes if I just missed it for a second. Okay, so they do. Alright, I didn't catch that bit on the end of it. Right, that makes a little bit more sense. There's just no sort of indication. See, when I'm doing one of these, I tend to use the things pop up at the top of the screen. Oh, when I'm doing a video on here, I'll tend to use the icons at the top rather than being able to really hear the co-driver. Oh dear. So these will take a little check. Oh, got to take a little bit of learning, perhaps. That's more on me than anything. Oh, that's so close to be able to be flat out through there. Just not quite. I know. We got to go around here. Oh. I didn't actually hear where it said. Okay, it was back down this way. Right, we're going to... Oh, bloody hell. But okay, I might have made a complete and utter hash of this one. However, that's not to say that this isn't a good fun special stage. Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible mess of all of that. Because we got lost and confused a smidge. I wasn't expecting to go back across the start-finish line, really. Oh dear, but it's cool. That's cool. Let's go to Germany. Can I find the horrible, nasty stage that I did? I think it was part of one of those. Sure. Let's go to. Why not go to here? Oh, we can configure the weather. I forgot we could do that because we're doing it as this dynamic weather. So you can have dynamic weather, which is always fun. Let's just turn that off. Let's go full storm because the weather can get quite crazy in this, which is always fun. So we've got a big old crazy storm. Let's jump over here. Let's talk about vehicles that we've got. Of course, this being the official game for the World Rally Championship, you get the World Rally Championship cars. Admittedly, there's not a huge selection of them actually in the championship at the moment. So this is what you get: Fiesta, the Hyundai, and the Toyota. That's what you got to drive with, which is, you know, fair enough. That's what they have. You have the WRC 2 cars, the Citroen, the Fiesta, and the Citroen, Fiesta, Skoda, and the Hyundai. I think they're the ones that are there, and all the various different teams. Oh, and there's a Volkswagen in there as well, and all the various teams. You get the junior cars, Fiesta. Is the Vauxhall Adam? Do they have that in here? Is it all just Fiestas? I think they used to. I don't think they still do. There are some Legends cars which are fun: Fulvia, Alpine, Stratos, Escort, 037, Delta. Citroen Zara, 07 Focus, the Polo WRC car. And there are a couple of bonus cars. There's a C3 WRC, there's a 911, which is cool, and there's an R5 Proton in here. What do I want to drive? You know what, I was going to go have a go with Focus, actually. Where is it? The 07 Focus. This is going to be a little bit terrifying. As far as car lists go, it's okay. It's perhaps not the biggest of car lists. Yeah, there's some bonus cars, some extra cars. Like the 911 are fun, but it isn't really the very biggest of car lists. Again, like the actual what's there. The game is good fun. The cars are good fun to drive. I like the career mode and all that. Just do with perhaps a little bit more in terms of the sort of cars, if you will. A little bit more in terms of the actual stages per rally. The amount of rallies is good, but a little bit more in terms of the stages per them would be nice. This is what I was talking about in terms of the crazy stages. I mean,
Into flat right and flat left, 50.
there is just zero margin for error whatsoever along here. You are going along and it is about a car's width. And, you know, where are we going? We're going up here, mind the wall. You can't really see very much. Now, I am driving from third person. I've kind of got accustomed to driving from third person as of late. There is, of course, full-on cockpit view, and you do have manual control over the lights and the windscreen wipers. Again, a neat little thing. Doesn't really affect me back here. I've just come to prefer driving from this. I say on the most part. It's just what I've got. See what I got used to. Oh, we've had a terrible start to this. Oh, did I leave? I might have left. I was playing around with the difficulty earlier. I might have left the difficulty up way too high for single race stuff. Who knows? Maybe I'm just slow. Oh God! Get back on the path. As you can see, damage, like visual damage, or how the damage shows up on the car, should we say? Because this is mechanical. I've got mechanical damage on, but yeah, what the damage is actually doing to the car is pretty good. Actually, it'll dent up your car. You'll lose bits and pieces along the way. Oh, swing around here. I haven't actually had a puncture yet. I presume you can get punches on this. I just haven't come across them. Oh, if you dip a wheel into a puddle, for example, your car will get dragged around, and all of that kind of, I say goodness, not really goodness, but all of that stuff is things you have to contend with when it's in a wet race. The door is flapping open a little bit. Just minor concern. Oh, God, minor concern here. We're going to slow down. In we go. Yeah, it's a little bit poorly is the focus. Don't mind that. It's all good. Wow, we're really... we're definitely not... not going to be winning this one. If you are into your rally games, there's definitely going to be plenty of challenge here if you whack the difficulty up. Oh God, I thought I was getting the hang of this one. Still got much to learn, it would seem. One thing you can have along the courses as well, I don't know whether I haven't seen any yet, but you will find sort of broken down cars. I've had a couple of times I found broken down cars in really awkward places. I don't know whether they were supposed to be there or not, but I've had broken down cars like right in the middle of the road. I've had to have some serious avoiding action going on to not plonk into them, which is always fun. You never know what you're going to end up finding. Jeez, this is not the stage I thought it was going to be, but it is getting the point across of the very, very narrow nastiness. Oh, well, we didn't lose as much time that sector. Oh, speaking of broken down cars, oh, that one ran wide. I see exactly what it did because I very nearly followed it. We're not going to be last. Operation Let's Not Come Last may well be completed here because someone's dumped. Someone's dumped hard into a wall. Well, I mean, it looks like maybe they just broke down and pulled over there, but I choose to believe that it... oh, we're fine. We just brushed past it. I didn't expect that fence to be destructible, but it was. Oh, don't get a twitch through there. Christ. Oh, that's in the wrong gear through all of that. Maybe a jump. Not the jump with the speed that I was taking through there. Oh, it should be flat through there. We're going to get some airtime now. I don't know the car well enough, or the course well enough, to really trust carrying all that sort of speed through here. I know you can carry so much more speed than I am. It's going to hit the puddle through there. We're going to get it down the gears into the hairpin. I mean, we're losing... After that second sector where we lost a huge chunk of time, we're now only losing about 5 seconds a sector. Yeah. Oh, puddle screwed us a little bit. So just hit that and all momentum was gone. Oh, wow. Okay, that puddle there really just... Jeez, what was that puddle filled with? That just killed all momentum. Look at that deeper a puddle. You don't go in the puddles, folks. There is a... I did notice there was a upgrade somewhere in the R&D tree that can have your car affected less by puddles. I don't quite know how that works in like the physics. Someone could explain the engineering behind how you would make that happen. I get it from a game standpoint. I'm just not sure I get it from a physics one. Could you, I guess maybe change the way the water is flung around under the car? I don't know. I don't know you could really make that much. Regardless, it's a little thing. I guess it kind of, for research perks, it kind of makes sense from a game perspective. It's not been the greatest stage. We won't come last because someone dumped. We only had one crash along the way. We got 9th out of however many. Oh. 9th out of 9? What happened to the car that broke down? Oh. Oh, can we see all? Where did we come? Right, where did we come? Can you find us? Not the slowest cars. What are we competing with? I'm kind of curious to see how this matches up to other... Oh. I don't know. What was my time anyway? I mean, it was just not showing. It only shows the top 65. 4:56. Okay, so I was just really slow. Much slower than Mark II escorts. I must have had that difficulty way high. So yeah, you want to challenge? It's there. You want to challenge there. Apparently I'm not that good at the rainy Germany, but I do like this game. I have to say, I do enjoy this one. I would like a little bit more in terms of the stages, in terms of the cars. I think there is more the DLC and so on coming. I'm not sure how much is free updates and how much is paid and all that. However, this is what the game is at the moment. If you go out to buy the game, this is what you get at the moment. And yeah, maybe a little thin on the stages, a little thin on the car selection that might put some people off. But I do like the way, I really much like the way the career mode is structured. The stages are fun. There's a really good challenge to all of them. You saw how narrow that Germany stage was. Monte Carlo has similar things. Japan has similar things. You get fast ones as well. So, yeah, I mean, overall, a good game. Overall, I do very much enjoy this one. And there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, a goodbye.